Alright guys, it's the far-flung future, the 41st millennia, and the best GW you can do is something from Mario Kart. We're going to fix that. We've got the Impulsor ATV with magnets. I see you made it past the first 10 seconds. Time to talk about a giveaway. So right now I'm pushing towards 500 subscribers on YouTube. Once I hit it, I'm going to put up a video, and in order to be entered in this giveaway, all you got to do is comment on that video and be subscribed. I'll be giving away one box valued at 60 US or less, and if you'd like, I'll even paint it for you. 10 hours of paint time, split between up to 10 models. Hopefully this will just fly up, and I'll be able to give this away to one of you guys real soon. Enough of that, let's get back to the show. Alright, don't get me wrong guys, I really did like the original. It just looked like a Mario Kart vehicle, and I wasn't going to have that in my 40k army. So a little bit of 3D printing later, and I came up with this. I'm using a lot of the same parts that I used on my Grav Chaplain. I'll link that up above if you haven't seen the conversion work. And then after that I used a ball and socket magnet in order to give it the mobility and the rotation that I've got on there. This probably won't replace the 3 multi-melta attack bikes that I've got. Especially after the new FAQ, these guys can't get rezzed by your sanguinary priests anymore. Not quite as nice. Those attack bikes are still eligible for that. But having one guy that can run around and clear up small screens is never a bad thing. Also, if you're going to do engage on all fronts, this guy is your man. The starting the painting process here is pretty simple. I came in with burnt red, thinned it down. I don't want to obscure everything completely. Anyway, the reds are working all the way from a very dark red up to pure orange. And once I'm done with the airbrushing, I'm going to go to my AK Streaking Grime. This is an enamel wash, it's not an acrylic wash. It's an amazing product. Just if you see this and you're like, wow, that's amazing, I can't wait to do that. No, it's enamel, it's not acrylic. It's not that scary, but you just have to treat it a little bit differently. So after I've got it on there, I let it set up for about 5 minutes. I'm going to grab my old t-shirt, get a little bit of white spirit on it, and just start cleaning that streaking grime off all the raised surfaces. What this has given me is a nice overall tint to the red and orange, and then in the panel lines, all the recesses, real dark, real grimy, and extremely gritty. I really like this look on my vehicles. It makes them look a little bit more worn and more dirty than the infantry. And in my head canon, it just makes sense because these guys are going to be kicking up clouds of dust everywhere they go. For all the browns and the whites on here, I'm starting with light umber, and then I'm going to gradually add in bold titanium white. It's going to gradually come up to a pure white, and that pure white is going to be used extremely sparingly. I want to keep these in kind of a khaki tan area rather than going up to a white that's dirty. For all the joints on the Marines, as well as specific areas on this model, I'm going to be using my coal black. It's real nice dark color, it mats out real nice. And then I'll be adding again bold titanium white to it to make my highlight colors. These are just going to be edge highlights. Eventually, these will work up to just dots of pure white. And well, that sucked. You can see he's no longer on my painting handle, and he's short a grav plate. So yeah, I guess I'll fix that later. Let's jump over to metallics. I'm going to use copper. This is the main armor trim color that I use on my models, and it's going to be spread throughout this ATV just to tie it into the rest of the scheme. For my brushes, I've been using mostly Rosemary & Co., but I decided to branch out and try some Raphael 8404s, and I'll tell you what, so far so good. The body in it's pretty nice, holds a lot of paint. If you're looking for something and you can find them cheap, give them a try. For the highlights on the copper, I'm going to add gradually increasing amounts of silver in the same way I highlighted the leather and the same way I highlighted the black. I don't like to have 1,000 colors. I like to work with, I think on this one it's like 8, and just use white and black to tint and shade as applicable. And here I'm going with silver on the grav plates. That's just going to make it a little more interesting. It's going to make them pop off the model. And honestly, it was just too dark overall. It needed some bright areas. Alright, time for some quick dirty edge highlights. This is just pure orange. It's the same color I shot out of my airbrush for the highlights, but this is going all over so it'll show up on the reds really well. And that orange has been tinted down just a little bit when I applied my wash, so it'll even stand out on those surfaces. A little bit of green for the eyes, because nothing pops like green on red. For the wax part of my purity seals, I've been using my purple. It's the same thing I've done across the entire army, and later on I'll highlight that up. Alright, time to go back to the airbrush, and right now I'm just going to do a little bit of quick, dirty OSL. I wanted these lights in the front to have a little bit of a green glow coming out of them, and in order to do that without ruining the entire model, I decided to hit the back of my glove. What I'm looking for here is enough pressure to get a nice application, but not so much that it spider webs out. And after that OSL's in, going back to my bright green, putting that on the headlights. Quick tip for OSL, when you're doing this, you always want your emission source to be the brightest part. A little bit of battle damage, gonna do some slashes on here and a couple pock marks from where bullets are hitting it. In order to get this illusion, I'm doing a black line on the upper surface. That's gonna create this shadow from where the light would be blocked as it came down. A little bit of silver in the center to show the bare metal, and then a white line on the bottom edge to show where that light's catching. After that, I'll do a little more work on the headlights. I'm going to push it up to white on one side and just keep that fade going across into the green. And with that, this Impulsor ATV is done. Overall, I am much happier with the look of this, the feel of this, and it definitely doesn't hurt that I got to do some conversion work on there. What do you guys think though? Is it an improvement on the original? Let me know what you think. Once again guys, help me get that word out and let's hit that 500 sub giveaway. Who knows, if I got the time for it, maybe I'll even make a video out of it. That's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for letting me be a part of your day. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button, and then after that, hit that subscribe button so you can see when this giveaway is going on. Won't want you to miss out. Have a great rest of your day guys, and as always, I will see you in the next one.